Hi every inkling. DC Gains here, and I am back with the last writing of mine actually. Before we start this, I would like this this human character is a character that I made up myself actually in my head actually. His name is Spyro. Not the dragon, okay? Don't freaking, oh my god. Besides, I don't make crossover stories. I would tell crossover stories, but not on camera, okay? Because one, don't want to humiliate myself or anything. So anyway, the Spyro in my creativity is this dude this dude is is a human actually, but he's very agile, and his three weapons that he uses are the spot dualies, charge shot, and the blaster. It Before we get into more for anyway, you'll hear more in the fanfic because when I wrote this backstory, I wrote his backstory. Before we begin actually, I used the character Bridgett. Now Bridgett is an octoling actually, and she is from Fantastic. Besides, if I make because if I were to make more of these actually, Van is gonna find my YouTube channel and then its career. So anyway, I couldn't find a lot of deviant art on her because I don't know how that's possible. How's that impossible? I could have sworn I saw some art from. I could have sworn I saw some art from one app that you can read some lemon reads actually. Could have sworn I saw something like I could have sworn I saw cute art like that. I don't know how that's possible. But anyway, guys, this is my last fanfic I'm going to be reading actually. And second, I get a feeling I'm not gonna edit. If this video takes very long, then if the video takes long, if I'm trying to edit some music in actually, it's gonna take a proximity of a long time actually. It's gonna take a lot of loading and stuff. So anyway, depending how long this is, if it's short, if it's like a few minutes, then maybe we'll edit. But anyway, I'm wasting time right now. I have no time to explain. So I don't know what to do. I guess you guys can just I don't know. Anyway, anyway, without further ado, let's begin into the fanfic. This is all we can start for today. So anyway, don't judge. Anyway. Spyro meets Bridgett by XXDC Games XX. Spyro is a human living in Inkopolis as a very special agent. His backstory was in the human world. He was a soldier in a well specialized military, a high rank to be exact. He would use three weapons: dual automatic pistol, shotgun, and a sniper rifle, and he's agile. How he got here was that scientists were working on a teleporter portal device to sneak into the enemy base, but unfortunately the coordinates were wrong and place was unknown. It activated automatically. Then Spyro got sucked in, and the portal disappeared. But the teleporter combusted, and everybody never heard from him again. Spyro was going through the portal. It twists, turn up and down all the way through, and he sees light at the end. It got brighter and brighter as he got close. The four isles were chatting. Then they heard a sound, and a portal appeared. They heard someone screaming, and they saw a human come out and landed flatly on the floor, face first. I had to do a muffled voice for this, so. So anyway, I don't know what I can. I don't know. Screw it. Can't get out, but I go through stuff. Always learn things first. That was a bit terrible. That was terrible. He lifted himself up, and he sees that four creatures were standing in front of him. He identifies them as three Inklings: Callie, Murray, and Pearl, and one Octoling, Marina. Is that what I think it is? Is he a human? Human? Spyro looked at them for a second and said, "Yep, I'm a human, all natural." Trying to do the Spyro voice, okay? So shut up. And second, it best suits him. They all were surprised and fascinated by Spyro. He got a little creeped out when they studied him for a bit. Spyro told about himself, but the four idols didn't believe that he is agile as they put him into practice. He proved them wrong. They were very surprised, and they wanted him to be an agent. And he told them that he uses 3 weapons in the human world, in the military, and he know they might have something specific weapons like he uses. In this world, he uses the hero splat dualies, hero charge shot, and blaster. His missions would go successful, and after missions, he would play turf war. Sheldon made a special vest for Spyro. If he gets hit too many times, he would disappear and respawn back at the spawn point. He was nice to every Inkling. And Octoling. Wait, hold on, I read that wrong. He was nice, and every Inkling and Octoling liked him. He was friends with the 4 idols, but mostly with Callie all the time. They rank him as a super agent, and they call him Agent S. Okay, my fanfic, I have a little bit of first person things, so anyway, I might need I'm gonna have to scratch on the road anyway. Spyro was on his mission. His mission was to find the Zapfish and take it back to base. I sense that the location is close. Am I right? Yes, you're close. 3 Octarians incoming. Gotcha. Getting into cover. You're gonna be hearing the paper like ear rape in this microphone. Spyro got to cover and then sees the Octarians and they fired. And he dug down. Spyro knows that he's unsplottable, but if he takes too much, he'll get exhausted. He hurtled over the wall and spotted the 2 Octarians left and right. Then he finished the last one with the blaster. I'm too good. Haha. Then someone bumped into Spyro and he sees another Octarian. He backed up holding out his blaster, and the Octarian said in panic, "Don't shoot, please, I'm friendly." Ugh. And we got a total reference from the Octarian fanfic I read. Yeah, right. How will I know that? Look at me. Aren't I different from them? Spyro looked at her, and he sees a difference because of the hair, but Spyro still thinks she's a threat, and he still points the blaster at her, and he was ready to pull the trigger. Then the Octarian said, "Please don't splat me. I have already got 2 of them chasing me to execute me." Sorry, but I don't help out enemies. I think she went this way. Hope so. That traitor's gonna get what's coming to her. Yeah. Spyro started to walk away, and the Octarian kid begging for him to save her. But Spyro didn't listen. Then he thought to himself, he knows he's a good guy, and he would save any life. but not her. But as Spyro thought, he felt regret, and he can't believe what he's thinking. Screw it. I'll save her, but if she tries a trick, I'm so Spyro. Get behind me. The Octarian got behind Spyro, and the two Octarians showed up. Get out of our way. She's ours to execute. No way. Very well then. I guess we'll take it the hard way then. The second Octarian jumped at Spyro, and they both rolled away while struggling. The enemy Octarian approached the good Octarian, and the enemy said while pointing a weapon at her face, "Say goodnight, Bridgett." Spyro points his blaster at Octarian 1. On Octarian 1, I have to use numbers because there's two of them. So what the heck not? While holding Octarian 2 by the throat. I don't think so, mate. He spotted the first one, then he threw the second one on the floor and spotted him. Then Bridgett hugged Spyro for saving it. Spyro wanted to push her away, but accepted the hug and gave her a pat on the back, and Bridgett let him go. "So, your name is Bridgett?" "Yes, and how do you know?" The first one said your name as I sneaked up." "Oh, well, since you're on my side, try not to get in the way of my mission. And can you tell me where the Zapfish is?" Bridgett told Spyro where the Zapfish is. Then they both walked to the location, and there it is, the Zapfish. It was all unguarded. Something is not right. Bridgett, you got anything useful on you?" "All I got is this." Bridgett showed Spyro an ink tank and told him it's a special power ink. That gives you a special power. I don't see that much use with it since I'm human." Well, I'll take it just in case. Sorry, my throat. Spyro took the ink tank, and they approached the spot where the Zapfish is, and takes the Zapfish. He touches his headset and said to the four elves, "I got the Zapfish, heading back to base, and with a friendly friend." "We know. We heard from your headset. Anyway, come back to base. Spyro, you got." There's a little bit of static. I'm gonna have to make the noise. Okay, so don't do trouble. Inbound, get. Brill, come in. Darn it, I lost the signal. Bridgett turned. Having a bad throat day today. Forgive me. Bridgett turns around and her eyes went wide and tells Spyro. Spyro? Turn around. Spyro turned around and sees a big army of Octarians right in front of him. But if I like I said, I'm gonna have to use music right now to because one, this recording is long, and second, I do not want to put like a little bit of edits and then it takes a long time to load. So anyway, you're gonna see what I use for music anyway, and let's just get back to what we're doing. Give up the Zapfish now, Agent S, or else we'll take it from you the hard way. Not a chance, Octolord. Spyro took out the ink tank and opened it. I have no choice. This is what I've got to take down this army. Spyro drank the special ink and nothing happened. Then Spyro got blasted by a charge shot, and his body hit the wall behind him. Spyro grunted in pain. Bridgett came up to him and helped him up. Then they both heard an electric static. He looked at his chest, and it was the vest that he had on. Then, oh my god, hold on. Then Spyro felt a bit funny. His body rised up, then a flash of light shined, and Spyro was yellow, and his hair was too, and it was flowing up. He looked at himself and said, "Whoa, supercharge!" Spyro looked at all the Octarians, and he had a little bit of an evil smirk on his face. And the Octolord yelled out, "Attack!" They all fired at Spyro, but Spyro felt nothing. Then he pulled out his dualies and went crazy firing. Then went crazy firing. Then wait, what the hell did I? Okay, what the hell did I wrote? Running, then firing, and it took out the Octarians quick. He ran and blasted the Octarians with his blaster. He folded up and he sees his fist was glowing. He went up higher and he came down fast and he splatted a bunch of them. And he shook his hand off. Spyro charged himself. He was fully charged. He pulled out his charge shot and and bang! He wiped out a row of them. Then he approaches the Octolord. She was down, and Spyro finished her with his blaster. I really took a long. Okay, I really went through this quickly, actually. and his supercharge weared off. He looked at his chest again and sees that it was slowly gaining the supercharge. Okay. He looked at Bridgett. She was wide-eyed and jaw-dropped. Spyro chuckled a bit and waved a hand in front of her face. Bridgett, that was amazing. Oh my god. Spyro smiled at what she said. Come on, back to base. Spyro and Bridgett got out of the Octarian base and went to their base. Spyro and Bridgett had made it back home. Spyro gave them the Zapfish, and Bridgett became an agent known as Agent 8. Before Spyro met all the agents when he first came here. Anyway, the idols told Spyro to meet them, and Bridgett came along since they're partners. So, what's up, Cal, Murmur, Pearly, and Marine? Spyro gave them nicknames before they all loved their nicknames. They all tried to think of one for him, but they give up. Anyway, good. I'm hearing music in the back. I can hear it. Anyway, they told what they called Spyro for. We've known you we know you want this to fly around. So we thought of getting you a jetpack like in the matches. Oh my god, I can't read. but we decided to make you a custom one for you. So here you go. It was a jetpack like in the Turf Wars, but it has Spyro's favorite color and a symbol like Spyro's specialized military. Spyro likes the style, but the shape, that's not satisfying to him. It's great, but it needs a little remodel. Remodel? Why? Back on our jetpacks looked a little more. Well, you'll see once I remodeled it. Hey Bridge, want to help me out? Oh, sure. Spyro took the jetpack and he went off, and Bridgett was behind him. In her thoughts, she thinked, did he call me Bridge? I've never been called that before. Well, I'm flattered by that. Well, somebody else can do this for me, but nope. After Spyro was tinkering with the jetpack, he decided to show Callie, Marie, Pearl, Marina, and Bridgett. Alright, ladies, it's time to show you the new and modified jetpack. Spyro took flight then with the jetpack, then two sonic jet wings sprawled out. And he zoomed around, and they all clapped for his amazing invention, and Spyro bowed. That was the best invention we ever made, Spyro. Bridgett hugged Spyro, and he hugged back. After a long hangout day, they were all heading to bed. Spyro and Bridgett share a bed, and they both laid in it, and they did some pillow talk in a romantic way or love way. I don't know how to describe it, but people have conversations in beds, right? So what up? So Bridgett, what made you got scheduled for execution? It sounds very wrong in the real world as I'm saying it right now. I failed many of my duties and let one agent get away. Oh, I see. Well, you're safe with us now. Spyro hugs Bridgett and she does the same thing. Mind if you pet me? Okay. Oh my god, I get a feeling I'm losing the Spyro voice right now. Ugh. Spyro starts to pet Bridgett on the head. She moans and sighs with pleasure and delight. Spyro was enjoying this, so he continued. Then Bridgett grabbed his hand and wrung it close to her face, and she rubbed it with the side of her cheek. Spyro giggles and says, "You like being petted, don't you? Don't you?" Bridgett nodded. Spyro smiles that she does like it. Then Spyro tickles Bridget's sides, and she started laughing. Hey, ha ha ha! Stop! Yeah. Spyro couldn't stop. He loves Bridget's laugh. It's so cute to him. Then Bridgett tickles him. He tried to resist, but he couldn't. He started laughing too. They both tumbled each other. Then Bridgett was on top of Spyro, and they both laughed for a few seconds. They both looked at each other. Their eyes were half lidded with a smile. Spyro kisses Bridgett on the nose. She blushed. Then she kissed Spyro on the lips, and Spyro kissed back. Spyro and Bridgett pulled away and looked at each other again. I can't keep this up. I'm nearly losing my head. So, love me? Yeah, since you called me Bridge, I love that. Bridgett laid on Spyro's chest and asked, "Can we rut?" Spyro went wide-eyed when she said that. I don't know. And Bridgett kissed Spyro on the lips and cupped the side of his face with one hand and asked in a passionate tone, please. Wait, hold on. What the heck? Please. Wait, let me put down. Please, I really want to. Even if I try to find someone, I get a feeling he won't be perfect, but you are. Well, all right. I need a perfect for me. Oh. So where? Sorry, I was yawning. So where do I begin? Spyro doesn't know how to say all of this to Bridgett. So he gave it a shot. Well, you can start off by unbuttoning my pants and unzipping them. Okay. Bridgett unbuttoned and unzipped Spyro's pants. Then she sees Spyro's bulge in his boxers. Is that your ink shaft? Yes, and can you pull them down? And here I am doing regret again. Bridgett pulled down his boxers along with his pants, and she sees Spyro's cock. What do I do now? Lick it. Bridgett licked Spyro's shot. Spyro moaned. Bridgett asked if he's okay. It's sensitive. Just keep going. Bridgett kept going. Spyro moans and a bit louder. She wondered if she can take the thing. So Bridgett put his dick in her mouth. Then Spyro moaned a bit louder, and he pants as Bridgett sucks him. And Spyro asked her, really breathing to death. Can you circle your tongue around it? Yeah. Then she did what Spyro said. It was all so good for Spyro. Then he felt he was getting close. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm gonna come. Bridgett sucked harder and faster. Then Spyro calmed in Bridgett's mouth, and she swallowed Spyro's seed. It's a bit salty, but it's tasty. Can you land me? Bridgett laid on Spyro. She wondered why she's doing this. Then Spyro rubbed her belly. Bridgett moans in pleasure and delight. She feels herself getting wet. Then Spyro asked, "Are you wet?" "Yes." "Take off your shorts and I'll pleasure you." Bridgett took off her shorts. Then Spyro went to her pussy and he licked it. Bridgett moaned in pleasure. This is so. Oh wait, no, that's a sigh. Stupid. This is so good. And it's about to get better. Bridgett grabbed her leg. Wait, no. Spyro grabbed her legs and licked Bridgett's pussy slowly 3 times. Then Spyro's tongue went inside her. She moaned very loudly. And good thing this is a soundproof room. Oh my God, Spyro! This is so much better. I get a feeling I'm messing up the Bridgett voice like very, very bad. I'm doing Bridgett's voice like very badly. Spyro thrust his tongue in and out of her and circled inside Bridgett. Inside. Oops. Bridgett panted heavily and moaned loudly. Then she said, Spyro, I'm going to... Bridgett holds Spyro's head close to her pussy. Then she sprayed her sweet nectar in Spyro's mouth. They both panted for breath. So, ready for the final course? Spyro got closer and pushed her down slow. And pushed her slowly down, and his rod was close to her pussy. I'm gonna like this part very much. Spyro went in her slowly. Bridgett moaned. Then Spyro started thrusting in and out of her. He was gentle. Then Bridgett asked, Can you go faster? Spyro went faster in and out, and Bridgett moaned, gasped, and grunted, and sighed in satisfaction. They lived this moment very long. They kissed each other passionately while they were doing it. Then they both felt they were close. I don't know if you guys heard that. I burped. Bridgett, I'm going to do it inside me. Please. Spyro went really fast in her. Then he came inside of her. They both went in relief. Spyro pulled out of her. He laid down. Bridgett lied right next to Spyro. She called his name and snuggled close to him. I love you, Spyro. I love you too, Agent 8. Then they both fell fast asleep in each other's arms, snuggling. In the morning at 8 o'clock, Spyro, Bridgett, and the 4 Isles were having a chat. Then they noticed that Bridgett leaned her head on Spyro's shoulder, and he embraced Bridgett with an arm. I'm glad Spyro found a special someone that suits him. Sorry, I am leaning on something and it's crackling a bit. Murray and Pearl nodded in agreement. Since Pearl and Marina heard it. Marina said, I'm glad that Spyro is not one of my species to get Bridgett pregnant. Don't they? I know that's what you're gonna say. I know you're gonna say that. They all smiled at each other. Then they looked at Spyro. His head was on Bridgett's head. They giggled and left them in peace, and alone with each other. The end. Whew, that was a good reading, actually. Anyway, guys, that was officially my last fanfic reading. So anyway, guys, I am making no more. But I could make a little exception. I could make a little exception for any of y'all guys that wants me to write a fan. So anyway, guys, if you guys want me to make a fanfic, but by your ideas, tell me in the comments what you want in the fanfic. Do you want human, inkling, with one of the 4 idols, or whatever up notch, or anything else that considers Splatoon? You can also use you and your girlfriend as the subject also. So anyway, leave in the comments what you want me to write about, and this fanfic goes to you, and the fanfic that I wrote for this person, and the fanfic that I wrote will go to that person, whoever comment wants it. But it must be Splatoon, actually. You can use yourself as the subject, as a human or an inkling, or you can make up an inkling character or a human character, and it can go to the four idols, and it can go to the four idols, or an inkling girl, inkling boy, an octarian boy, or an octoling boy, an octoling girl. So anyway, guys, that is all. That is all for the recording, and gaming vids will come in later.